everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing one of the most sketchy companies in the world, okay? I haven't seen a review channel that has broken it down this much, so I'm going to break it down completely. Hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. It's Yo-Yo-Land Roblox here. How are we all doing? I love you guys, I love you guys, I love you guys so much. Anyway, so I'll stop talking like James Charles for a second. Okay, anyways, so we're going to be reviewing this site. It has very poor reviews and there's a reason to it. Okay, so essentially this is a site that's pretending to sell car insurance. Now you probably went on this site and you were like, wow, they're advertising super cheap insurance. You've seen the ads. You're like, wow, should I upgrade to this? Should I start off with these guys? Let me just tell you, the insurance company, Otto Insurance, is an illusion. There's no such insurance company as that. There is no such licensed insurance company called Otto Insurance. They're not an insurance company. They're a marketing company. Now this is gonna get messy as we go into detail, and you're gonna be enraged probably by the sort of thing these guys are doing to make money. And it's pretty genius. I'll give it to them. They are geniuses. They are pretty smart, right? But this is the most scummy thing you can do. So what they're doing is they're going around on every single like ad network and ad broker, and they're purchasing like advertisements. I'm talking like they're just saying, this is the most like best deal in the world. This is so cheap. You probably saw the ads, right? The cheapest insurance. You're like, wait, what? Insurance for this price? How? That's impossible. What? How? Turns out they're not even a real deal. So this is how it really works. So you go on the website and they're going to ask you for all these different details, okay? All these different details, okay? So let's say you go ahead and enter random details. I don't actually enter my zip code, so I'm just trying to enter a random one. Is it going to work, do you think? I'm just entering a random number. I don't know if it's ever going to work like that, but yeah, let's just enter that. Okay, there we go. So we just entered that. Okay, that worked. I don't know, that's some random zip code. It probably doesn't even exist, right? They have no way of knowing anyway, so... Anyway, so now what they're going to do is they're going to survey you, okay? They're going to ask you who handled your insurance. Now you're probably like, why? What does this matter, right? You're probably like, does the government want them to collect this information? That's how they make it seem. Professional website, their phone number there, insurance company, this big deal. This big deal, all these advertisements about them. You're like, wow, this big deal, right? Well, it turns out they are collecting your details for a reason, and we're going to get into that, okay? And by the way, guys, if you like the juicy content on how I break these businesses down and how I break these scams down, like and subscribe with notification option. We make the most chill, juicy content on YouTube. At least it's juicy for me, anyway. But yeah, I mean, you guys might be, oh, well, it's a bit of a nerdy content. Well, you know, it is. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, so we have this website and they're going to ask you, what is your favorite? And if you click on this, they're going to have it saved on their systems, by the way. So whatever you answer these guys, they're going to write, their computer's going to have it, okay, this guy with this email and this phone number has purchased this insurance in the past. And then they're going to start collecting that detail. So when they get on the phone with you, they're going to have all your info against you. They're gonna be like, hey, it's from this, is your name that? And they're gonna respond to the phone call. Have you ever got a phone call from the insurance companies ever in your life? These guys are enabling it. These guys are basically collecting your details and they're selling it to hundreds of insurance companies, making a profit because they're getting way more selling the phone numbers and email addresses than they are purchasing ads to acquire them. To purchase ads, they're spending a lot of money on that, but they're making way more selling it off. They're making, like, for every email they capture, they're probably making $200 for every email and phone number they sell. And for every advertisement, they're paying $50 to acquire that user. So they're making a big profit from this, by the way. This isn't some small numbers game. You know, usually I would say, you know, leads or whatever, B2B marketing, email marketing, it's usually like a few bucks. These guys are selling it for $200, right? Because insurance, it's expensive, you know, to advertise on insurance. These guys making the big bucks. These guys making the real big bucks. So, you know, it is what it is. But so once you enter this, okay, and then they're gonna ask you how many cars you have. You see? So when they call you, they're gonna be like, do you have 2 cars? Oh yeah, I have my wife's car, I have this car. They're trying to get it out of you. or you can be like, I have my wife's car, my son's car, my daughter's car, and my car. It's all insured under this insurance. They're taking all that info. So let's say we have a family of 4. And by the way, the reason they're asking for your age and how many cars you have and all of this is because that's how much they're going to sell it for. That's the other thing as well. So they're calculating right now how much your personal details worth. Like, okay, so you've used this insurance. That's the most expensive insurance. Oh, and you have 4 cars. And you're this age, you're the 35 age group, so you have the most amount of money, like you're like the richest age group, you're like a bit older, so you have like more money to spend, because you guys know how the charts work on GDP. Basically, the older you get, you tend to have more money. So, you know, most billionaires, they're very old people. There's a reason to it. It's not just a random stereotype that came out of nowhere. It's because as you get older, as you age, you just make more money, you get your skills in your early years. And then once you craft the skills to a master degree, by the time you're old, you become really rich, right? That's how life works for you young folks out there, which it is. Anyway, so essentially what they're doing is they're asking for your age. So if you write, for example, 55 to 50 to 64, this is probably like their most profitable one. So once you click on it, now they're going to say, do you own a home? Now, you guys are probably going to be like, what does this matter? Do I own a home? What does this matter? What is this about? You know? You're probably like, what is this? Do I own a home? None of your business, buddy. None of your business if I own a home. But essentially, they have contacts with other companies too, like solar panel companies. They call them up. Hey, you're a solar panel company. Where we have some solar panel potential customers that we targeted through ads that we've acquired their info. Here's their info. It's $200 per phone number. You get to call them up. You get to sell your solar panels. So you already got the permissions and so they already agreed to all of it. And that's how they're making a bunch of money. They're smart, but it's a marketing. It's not even an insurance. They named themselves as if there's some legitimate deal going on, when in reality it's the biggest weird thing. So if I enter yes, I own a house. So if you enter yes, I'm like their biggest customer right now in terms of the things I've entered. I've entered it so they could sell this details for the most amount of money. So access your quote. So you click on this and watch them try to get your number and all of that stuff. So there you go. So when you go to it, they've now connected you here. So now that you've been connected here, this is another marketing company. Now they're selling all these other ones. Okay, so now they've redirected you. So they're like, wow, this is so much money. So that's also how it works, by the way. So they have a situation where if they find out that they work together. So this company, you guys, I already told you guys how they're making their money. They're making their money for selling your details. And then what they do is once they collect all your details, they redirect you to another company that's going to sell your details. And they're making money off that company selling your details. And then they're going to sell your details anyway. So they just took your details. They haven't even given you the quota that you've asked for. Now they've redirected you to another company, which is called Experian. And Experian, once you enter your details here, they're going to sell your details on as well. And then they're going to redirect you to another one. And it's going to go on. And they're all selling your personal information, basically. They're all selling it. They're farming it. They're making money off of it. So if we click get started, I bet the first few questions, it's always going to be, what's your email, what's your phone number, what's your name, all of it. They're going to collect all of that. They actually work together too. They probably share the details back and forth. So there you go. What's your current insurance company? So they're going to go through this, and they're basically an affiliate for these guys, and these guys are probably paying them like $20 a click. So just because of you got redirected here, they're probably making money off that. That's how it works. And then these guys are probably redirected to somewhere else. And it's like a chain of these sales companies just working simultaneously together, selling your thing out to all these insurance companies. That's why everyone's like, why is all these insurance salespeople keep calling my phone? I'm like 12. I don't even have a car. That's what people say, right? Even like when I was like 12 years old, when I was a kid, years ago, right? Years ago, like 6 years ago, right? They will still call my phone, and I'm like, who gave you my number? You know? And it's always, you know, from like third world countries, they call you. They have like their call centers located down there, but, you know, it's pretty weird. They're clearly making a bunch of money off this, that's for sure. These insurance sales companies are always profiting big money. Stay away. Don't enter your personal details. Go directly to the insurance companies if you want to get a good insurance. So I recommend going to, for example, AA is a good one. AA is my favorite insurance company. I recommend everyone use this. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Peace. Click on the trend now, and I'm out. Bye.